Okay, welcome back guys. Angel of the Night here. We are going live for the stream tonight. And we're continuing on with Pokemon Gold. So, let's take a look at the Pokemon here in the last episode, or the last stream. We managed to get Muscle to evolve into Machamp. Now, if you don't know how we did that, we used a link cable and another console in order to do the trade. We had to trade with another Gen 2 cartridge because we had Foresight onto the Muscle. So we had to trade with another Gen 2 game. We still have to catch Miltank, and we still have to catch Farfetch'd. And then we'll be able to proceed onwards, hopefully down to Olivine City and the Lighthouse. So let's see if we can actually find ourselves that Pokemon. I also realized that a white shirt's probably not the best thing to wear here. It's super bright. I apologize. I don't have anything else prepped. So, my bad. So, I do apologize, guys. We did not do an afternoon stream. I was under the weather for majority of the day. And I wasn't able to actually sit at the desk, so my bad. But at least we're here for the evening stream. I did manage to get myself together enough to do this, so hopefully there's no issues here tonight. But we're back. We're going to catch some Pokemon. We're going to try to make our way to Olivine, then we're going to try to get to Cinnawood, and then we will try to get some more Pokemon along the way. So right now we're getting Farfetch'd. This is a 10% chance of finding Farfetch'd here onto this route. And then we are looking for the 5% Miltank before we proceed. Really don't want to take out Farfetch'd, but we'll probably end up knocking it out here at some point if we have to attack it. If we're able to attack it, that is. Sand attack is going to lower our accuracy. Wonder what I can do. Try maybe Poison Sting if we can make a contact to it. It poisoned it. I knew that was going to happen. Well, that's not cool. We'll probably have to switch to a different Pokemon. Hey, Emily. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you could join us. Ooh, a Farfetch'd, my favorite. Yep. And fainted. We'll find another one. Or I hope we will. Pokemon Gold. Just gonna pull up the Dex info here. I think we're on Route 38. Yeah, so Farfetch'd is 10%, so we should still find another one here fairly quickly. Farfetch'd, come back. Exactly. Okay. Just no leek soup. I mean, I would love some leek soup right now. Some duck leek soup. All the soup. I'm actually really big into soup. I love soup. Soup is delicious. Okay, so we are back to looking for Farfetch'd and the milk tank. Assuming that we still have enough Pokeballs to catch them. So, huge news. Huge news. The GB Link team has now found a way to get their device to work with Gen 1 and 2 for battles and trades fully. So sometime this weekend, they're incorporating that into their website. So all V2s will be able to do Gen 1 and 2. That's a pretty big thing. I haven't tested it yet. I want to test it, but I haven't got there yet. My plan today was I was going to get up and we were going to do some stream, and then in between I was going to try the Gen 1 and 2 trade stuff and then stream tonight. However, I was not able to do that. I've been basically sick for majority of the day, so lovely. But there's always tomorrow, so I'll be able to have a chance to try it tomorrow, I think. Let's go to Scizor. Let's go for Pursuit. Okay, we're gonna use Pursuit to try to all that popcorn. I don't think it was the popcorn per se. I think it was probably like, you know, that fake butter stuff that you put onto it from the cinema. So I have a stomach thing to begin with. Okay, so certain foods I can eat, certain foods I can't. And if I eat them and I don't take the medication for it, I get sick. Like I literally choke and get sick. Like it's bad. Sorry. So, yes, I had a very lovely day. Not that great. Yeah. Anyways, long story short. That's why I didn't stream earlier. We are having issues with Farfetch'd. What is the catch rate? 45. We don't have very many Pokeballs left. Oh, Scizor's down. We'll swap to a different Pokemon. I guess we'll go back in with Muscle. I am holding down to B, but I don't think that works. I mean, in my mind it works. Childhood says it works. New data says it does not. We might have to hold off on getting Miltank if we don't get Farfetch'd. There we go. There we go. We got the wild duck Pokemon, and now we can make our duck leek soup. Or leek duck soup, whichever sounds better. Okay, we are gonna look for Miltank now. she got caught for the snackies. Maybe she was enticed by the quackers. The quackers, get it? Because you might have crackers. Very dry humor. Boo. Corey, boo. Okay. 5%. We should have no problem. And Miltank has the same capture rate of 45. Go figure. So far, we've got all the Pokemon we've looked for. I'm actually pretty happy with that. There we go. Miltank. How about that metal coat? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to search for that metal coat just yet. I think I'm just going to wait till the SS Aqua. Quite frankly. I'd very much like to move on. Moo. Hopefully we catch it. Ah, the defense curl. Very close. I could probably attack it again, but that's a big risk. There we go. Alright, now we can move on. We're just going to run back quick and heal up. Yeah, we're just gonna forget about that other metal coat for now. And I think we've got some trainers to battle here. Pretty sure we also already have Tauros. I'm pretty sure. And what Pokemon do we got here? We got Muscle, Pidgeotto, Croconaw. Yes, we need the Mooba. We sure do. I don't know what trainer is up here, so I don't know what the Pokemon are that they have. I cannot recall for the life of me. I know this one here gives you stones. That one I do remember. Last Dana. I really wish I had a ground type move on Sandshrew, but I really don't want to give it Dig just yet. So what's new with you tonight there, Emily? What are you up to? Did you start your insurgents? Psyduck. Psyduck doesn't get water gun at this point, right? Psyduck, let's see. Nope, we should be good. Psyduck actually doesn't get any water moves until level 50. But it does get confusion. Trying to poison this thing. Poison is not happening. You were chillin', and 2 episodes in, you started your egg lock and failed before the first badge. So I figured, F it. Tomorrow we do a randomizer and get through the game once and for all. Gotcha. Were you streaming earlier, or were you just doing it as like your own playthrough? How did you fail? What happened? You were streaming. I'll have to go take a look at that thereafter. I've been looking for something to watch. I would have joined in to watch, but I had all of my notifications are all turned off on my phone. I don't like getting notifications from like Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or anything like that anymore, so my phone basically is just always on D&D. Yeah. Ooh, okay, let's go for the scratch. Sandshrew definitely earned the 307 experience points. Once we get Sandshrew to evolve, we will swap it out. The gym leader whooped your butt on hard mode. You can't over level. Yikes. Yikes. Can't over level. Well, that's not nice. But I understand why. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I did not sleep much last night. We should survive that. Oh, your Twitch has archives for sub only? That's fair. Oh, we did not take out Mr. Mime. Not good. Yeah, I'll wait for it to be on your YouTube channel then. Come on. What? I guess we will go to Scizor. So tomorrow is the official last day of my vacation that I took for last week. Back to work on Monday. Not really looking forward to it. However, with the Pokemon World Championships coming up, do they start Friday or do they start Sunday or Saturday? I'm not sure exactly what days they start. I haven't looked into the schedule or anything. But I may want to look into taking Friday if they start Friday, because I'd like to get up and watch the whole thing. I'll have to look it up. I don't even know any big names that are competing this year. I haven't followed any of the regionals or anything. Hey, F Theta, what's going on there, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. We're on our way to Olivine City. Now, Hoppip, at that level, let's see here. He doesn't get any moves that can take him down. He gets a lot of spore-like moves. Okay, next Pokemon, Skiploom. I'm back to tell that now I get Pokemon Blue for your Game Boy. Right on, dude. So you're gonna start Pokemon Blue? Like you just got Pokemon Blue, or you're starting Pokemon Blue? Okay, cool. We got that thing poisoned. If everything goes well, I should be able to get Sand Slash. Yeah, I was looking at a bunch of like Game Boy stuff there today. And you guys know how I was talking about the Game Boy Advance Consolizer? Where it's the Game Boy Advance that outputs audio and video over HDMI and allows you to use a Super Nintendo controller. Well, I was on YouTube today and I came across a Game Boy variant of it. So I was like, ooh, that'd be cool. But that website that was hosting it went down ages ago. You bought a Repo Blue and a Repo Silver at a flea market. Right on, dude. I hope you got them for a decent price. Do the batteries still work? Or did they have like fresh installs on them? Like fresh batteries? Because that's important. Ooh, sweet. Sand Slash is evolving. Oh, almost 2 for 1. Ooh, that's a good deal. Especially for Pokemon cartridges. Excuse me, guys. Can't help it. If I just randomly stop talking, I apologize. At some point, I might not actually be able to continue to talk. I think there's a trainer down here, isn't there? Ooh, new batteries and everything. That's good. Yeah, as long as the games have new batteries, you are set for X many years now. We are definitely gonna have to swap up some Pokemon. Okay, there we go. Slowpoke is down. Oh, looks like Mom's bought some more stuff. She's bought an adorable doll. I bet you it's a Clefairy doll. A Mintberry. She needs lots of berries. So how do you give it berries? Yeah, new batteries in those old cartridges are always a good thing. I've got a sleeve of them here somewheres. As long as my nephews didn't move them on me. I still have to fix, yeah, I think they moved, what? Those goobers. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to go on a battery hunt. I don't know what happened to them. That is so weird. Oh, they put them in the drawer. There we go. So the 2016s, these ones are for like your ruby, sapphire, and emeralds. These ones over here are more so for your red and blues, your crystals, all that stuff. what I would like to do is I'd like to mod my cartridge so that way they can hold something like this. Let me show you. That's not the photo I'm talking about. And this is what I'm talking about here. At some point, I'm going to order these little battery holders, and I'm going to solder them into the cartridges, so that way I no longer have to do any soldering to them. Because every time that you're soldering onto a piece of electronics, you're risking damaging the main board if you apply too much heat. So in order to bypass that, I'm planning to get these and install those onto the cartridges, so that way I can just replace the batteries whenever I need. The only downside, I think, to this method is the Game Boy Advance cartridges. I think the Game Boy Advance cartridges are a little bit small, so by putting those in there, it may or may not work. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to order them before I do silver. I have 2 copies of silver that I can kind of play around with, so I'll try it in one, and if it works well, then I'll do it to all of them. Of course, you know, backing up your game saves before you do it. That's always important. Okay, next one. Almost Olivine City. Last night I felt so stupid. I accidentally called Olivine City Lilycove City. And I don't know how I did that. Not really sure how that happened. And I also forgot that Pursuit in this game is special, whereas Shadow Ball is physical. Very, very different outcomes last night. Everything was all messed up last night. Don't know what was going on with me. Normally I don't forget things about these games. Like, I've been playing these games for 30 years. So I'm kind of confused how I got a lot of that stuff mixed up last night. I still haven't found one rare candy in this game yet. Can you believe that? The minute I find a rare candy, we are cloning the heck out of it. There is a process with the box system where you can clone it. I don't know, Emily. I don't know. It was really weird. I was talking about it at dinner, and everyone's like, that doesn't sound like you. You can usually recall every piece of information. I'm like, I know. What's going on with that? Like, it was funny. I was talking to my sister there one day, and the boys last time they were here, my nephews, they were playing Let's Go Pikachu, and they caught a Caterpie, and it had evolved into Metapod, and they had never seen a Pokemon evolution before. So I said, you go tell your mom, like, what Caterpie evolves into. And they're like, Mom, like, Caterpie evolves into Metapod. And then I'm like, yep. And then I'm like, and Kristen, do you know what level Metapod evolves into Butterfree? And she's like, no. I mean, she hasn't played since Red and Yellow back in the day. So I'm like, do you remember who it evolves? Like, do you remember Butterfree? She's like, I remember Butterfree. I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's level 10, by the way. just saying. I would mic drop, but then you guys would hear the mic, and let's not do that. But yeah, no, I'd really like to get the boys into it. I think they'd have a hoot at playing Pokemon, but I think I've destroyed them. I think I've ruined it with Let's Go. What? Emily, you don't even know what level Metapod evolves into Butterfree? What are you talking about? Okay, let's move on to Pidgey. Pidgey evolves into Pidgeotto at level 18, and then it evolves into Pidgeot at level 36, and then it can reach up to speeds of Mach 2. That's an anime thing. Just saying, it's an anime thing. I'm only picking on people. Nah, she hasn't played Pokemon in like, oh god, 25 years? But it's funny, her and my brother-in-law, they'll try to teach them the names of them. So when they come in, they're like, Corey, this is this, and this is that. And I'm like, yes, it is. Hey, Anomaly Docs, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream, glad you could join us. Yes. It was almost to a point where I wasn't going to be streaming. So... been pretty much sick all day. Oh, Krabby got me. That's alright. Let's go to Pidgeotto. Yeah, if we can find a rare candy, I'm cloning the heck out of it. It'll take a while, but it'll be totally worth it. No, I have some stomach problems. Certain things, if I eat certain things, I get sick off of it. So, I've had a bunch of tests and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, you're fine," you know, and they give you medication and stuff for that stuff to take daily, but that stuff's not working for me anymore. So, although it's not bad like it used to be. I used to not be able to eat rice. If I ate like a spoon of rice or whatever, I'd get sick, or noodles or anything. Carrots. Carrots are an odd one. But yeah, so whatever I ate yesterday with all that popcorn, I couldn't sleep last night. So I woke up today just sick as a dog. So anyways, I did eat supper, which was good. Had some potatoes. Some pork chop. That kind of idea. And then, to help fix that up, I had peppermint tea to help fix the stomach up a little bit. So that was good. So I'm hoping that'll work for me for tonight anyway. Okay, will we get the super rod? Nope, this is the good rod. Okay. But yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to stream today. But the tea helped. So I decided, why not? I don't have anything I can sell. Okay. It's okay, we're gonna have some more trainer battles here soon in a minute. Oh, we can get strength here too, can't we? Now, we do have to swap out a few Pokemon. Because the whole point of this is that we want to try to evolve Pokemon as we go. So let's take a look to see where we're at here. So I've pretty much set myself on having Scizor in the team. Muscle has been with us for a while, but I'm going to deposit Sandslash for now. Sandslash can go in. And I'll be honest, I really like Magmar. It's really hard to get rid of Pokemon that you really like. I don't think it's Magmar's time just yet. So let's just see what kind of Pokemon we have here that we can evolve. I think Snubbull would be a fun Pokemon to try to level up. Let's take a look at some of the other Pokemon we've got. Excuse me, guys. Coughing, Sudowoodo, Pineco. Those ones are stones. We realistically should have evolved those when we did the EVs the other night. Togetic, Heracross, Ditto, Flareon. Okay, I'm not going to do Eevee, I don't think. Not just yet, anyway. We're going to wait till we can do, like, more haircuts in a row. When we have more money. Nidoran. Sunkern, Abra, Krabby. Krabby would be a fun one to have. Maybe Oddish. Because I have a Sunstone. Slowpoke. Okay, let's go back to box number 1. You're tempted to start a new save file on Brilliant Diamond? You should do what you definitely want to do, man. If you got it completed and you got the Pokemon moved over, I don't see any reason why you can't start a new one. A buddy of mine just finished a run of it. Nice. You know what's even better? Is when you have a friend that starts off at the same time. You guys choose opposite Pokemon. Let's take Mareep. I feel like Mareep is probably the best option here right now. We'll take Mareep with us. It's level 6. We got a few level 17 Pokemon. I think this is the guy that gives strength. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go to the lighthouse and see if we can find Jasmine, who will task us with getting the medicine for Amphi. Okay, so what Pokemon do we have here? I'm holding on to Muscle purely until we get through Cinnawood's gym, Olivine's gym, and probably Mahogany. Not Mahogany. Yeah. No. Yeah? Mahogany? I think that's what it's called. Giving my brain a workout here. Magmar I'll probably deposit Magmar shortly after we finish up with Mahogany as well. Scizor, I really want to keep it with me because we can teach a False Swipe. I think that's going to be hugely beneficial to us. But like I said, if we can find a rare candy, I'm going to try that box glitch where we can clone some rare candy. And if we can, then I can justifiably get multiple rare candies for this game and boost up all of our Pokemon. And try to finish our decks while we're doing that. It's kind of a thought process for it. But I think if I can do it and I can glitch it in there, then as long as I can do the glitch once, I'm just going to throw the rare candy in. I think that sounds fair. Okay, level 20 Noctowl. We do have to swap out here. I say Croconaw, because we want Croconaw to level up. Yeah, it'd be really cool to have people to play Pokemon with, that's for sure. So, if I had my nephews with a little bit of an older age, That would be fun. Definitely fun for sure. We all choose different starters. Battle along the way, trade, give them cool stuff. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Online isn't bad if you got friends online to do it with. That's not too bad either. Just, you know, it gets boring sometimes just doing Pokemon by yourself. It's more of a community game than anything, really. I feel anyway. Kind of have to have a group of people to play through with. I tried to do that with Retro Knight, but he doesn't keep up. he to be fair, he works like 2-3 jobs. So Anomaly Docks. I'm gonna try to follow along the games and play as you get into later generations. Yes. F Seda. I chose Squirtle and just catched a Sparrow and a Pikachu. Ooh, nice. I'm assuming you're probably in what, Viridian Forest? That 5% Chubby Chew. So guys, F Seda just got himself 2 cartridges today. He got himself blue and he got himself silver with brand new batters in them. So that's a huge win for him. It was like a 2-for-1 kind of deal. So, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit more research into that mod. That's what I'm after from the cartridges from here on out. But I gotta find the right ones. That's the only thing. That one's one for a 1616 battery, but I don't think 1616 work very well or very long in Game Boy Color. I've always used 2032s, but that one showed 1616. Oh, I should have swapped. Shoot. Come to think about it, I think there's a rare candy in this lighthouse, is there not? I think there might be. Stuck in the forest trying to catch a Weedle. Still not happening. All Caterpie. Metapod, Kakuna, and Pikachu. Yeah, Weedle in Pokemon Blue is a little bit more harder to find. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's slightly around 5% with Pikachu, I think. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure. Trying to learn Scary Face. I do not like the Scary Face. Actually. Let's take a look here. I could take out Leer. Although I never really use Leer, do I? I think I'm going to stop with the Scary Face. I don't need it. I think my plan is to put Surf on Croconaw anyway. I'm not a big fan of Hydro Pump. I mean, it's a cool move and all, but I feel like it misses more than you get to use it, so... It's only an 80% accurate move. Sent out Pidgey. Okay. I'm not going to be able to beat that, so... Let's go to Pidgeotto. So guys, if you're new to the channel and you're just tuning in, we are playing through Pokemon Gold in hopes of completing the entire dex for Gold. The goal is that we're trying to complete all of the games from Game Boy to 3DS and transfer all of the Pokemon over to Pokemon Home. Now, with that being said, with Red and Gold, we're going to inject our physical cartridge game saves into Virtual Console 3DS, transfer through Bank, and then Blue and Silver are going to go through the Dr. Dub's Trade Buddy. If you guys don't know what the Dr. Dub's Trade Buddy is, this is a device that lets you connect Generations 1 and 2 to Generations 3, and it lets you trade the Pokemon through further up through the generations. This will legalize the Pokemon between Gen 1 and 2 to Generation 3 itself. So, that's a big deal. Also, as well, you can get a legit Mew and Celebi from the Trade Buddy every time you do a playthrough. So, that is the plan. When we hit Generation 3 for Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or Fire Red and Leaf Green, we're going to be using the Game Boy Link device to connect our device to the internet. So you guys can battle and trade with me over either a console, if you have one, or a Game Boy emulator. So we will be doing that as well. You guys can send me eggs. I can hatch the eggs on stream. It would be pretty wild. It'll be pretty cool when I can start including you into that. Generations 1 and 2 are just getting the capabilities to properly battle and trade through the GB Link. There was a method of trade prior, but they've now updated that to include battles as well. So there is a little bit of testing there that I can do with that before they go live with it, which is pretty cool. Just haven't been able to test it yet. I've been a little bit occupied today. And I forgot to switch. But that's alright. Once I get that tested for trading, anybody with an emulator an emulator file of Gen 2 can trade Pokemon in if they like, or help me evolve Pokemon, or anything of the sort. Because there is a way to connect to emulators with it, so that'll be pretty cool. Physical cartridges to emulators, emulators to physical cartridges, emulator to emulator, cartridge to cartridge. It's pretty awesome actually now with the older generations. I'm gonna go for the Thunder Shock. And just so you guys know, when I'm talking about the Trade Buddy or the GB Link, it is not a paid thing, okay? This is me pushing it because it is these are awesome devices for the Pokemon community to get into. I'd 100% back up both of these. 100%. No questions asked. Every experience I've had with them have been pretty amazing. And if you're not sure how they work and you want to know more, just pop onto the channel and just do a little search for GB Link or Trade Buddy. I have full tutorials on there. Just note the GB Link one is like 2 hours. Okay? I covered every feature that was available for it out at the time. We are going to swap here again. Let's go back to Mareep. Yeah, I truly believe in those devices. Same thing as well, like if you guys are looking to be able to play or stream Gen 1 and Gen 2 cartridges over online or Gen 3, look at the Analog Pocket. It's your best bang for your buck for doing it. And you don't have to worry about doing any weird soldering or anything. F-Seta, stuck in the forest trying... Oh yeah, I already read that one. Hopefully you find a Weedle soon. It's another Pidgey! Now, I will try to stream as long as I can here. We're almost at the hour mark. So as long as I don't have any issues continuing to stream, we'll continue going forward. I'm really hoping to get through Cinnawood and Olivine today. Definitely wanting to get through those ones. I would like to catch all the Pokemon on the routes that are going in between. That is kind of my plan. And then Mahogany will probably be tomorrow if we actually end up getting there. To be honest, if I can actually do this, it'll probably be a 4-hour stream. Could be a little bit longer too. I'm not sure. It all depends. Tomorrow is the last day of my vacation, so I can definitely sleep in way later if I needed to. But tomorrow night I'd have to get a good sleep because I haven't been to work in like over a week. So who knows what I'm walking into on Monday morning. Let's bring out muscle. Let's go for the karate chop. Oh, I didn't even swap, did I? Oh, well. That's okay. Let's just take a look down here. I'm sure there's probably a trainer here. There's one. Yeah, so anyways, I think I figured out the whole OBS and the vertical and the separate recordings. I think I figured all that stuff out now, so I'm doing pretty good there. Oh, don't take out my Mareep. I should not have done that. We'll go to Muscle. So yeah, we were using the Adium plugin that allows you to record and stream multiple sources and all that stuff. And it was ending up crashing because I was trying to record too many things at once, I think. So we got that all fixed up. So OBS no longer crashes on me, which is awesome. But other than that, what else do I have the only thing I have to figure out is the audio. My microphone still does that weird little robotic sound every now and then. I'm not sure what causes it. I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm sure there's a fix for it out there somewheres. Just gotta find the time. Okay, I'm gonna go up for a minute. I know that I'm not in the right place. I'm checking to see if I can find rare candy. TM34? Ooh, what is that? Swagger. Okay, Pharaoh. We're just gonna stay in. Obviously, we're just trying to level up some Pokemon. Once we get Pidgeotto to evolve, we will box that Pokemon as well. There are certain Pokemon that I want to carry with me, of course, but there's certain ones that I have to box. Okay, level 26. Spearow. Okay, we're gonna heal up here. I think I have a super potion in the bag. There we go. Okay, last quick attack should take him out. Okay, let's see what's on the other side. Rare candy. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. I actually can't wait to try that candy dupe thing. I've never known any glitches in this game in the 30 years I've been playing. And I came across it not too long ago. So I'm very interested to see if I can do it with the analog pocket. It's very possible I might have to do it with not the pocket. I couldn't even change the date and time when I was in the docked mode, so. Oh, I can't run from a battle. What am I doing? That's me thinking about rare candy. Come to think about it, I don't know where Meryl is located in this game. We haven't come across Meryl yet. Have we? How are you getting along with that Weedle there, Fceta? Okay, some ether. Okay, level 27. Be real nice to get this Pidgeot to like get this Pidgeotto to level 36 for Pidgeot. Okay, we defeated Ernest. Whoa, whoa! Yeah, man, we beat you. Great ball. I'm pretty sure there's an item here somewhere. Is there an item? There is an item. Ah, super potion. Okay. I was thinking it was going to be something different, but it wasn't. And I can't use the bed. Jasmine. This Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night. But it suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand that there is a wonderful pharmacy in Cinnawood, but that's across the sea. And I can't have leave Amphi unattended. May I ask you to get some medicine for me, please? I mean, that's a pretty reasonable task. We don't want to see poor Amphi go down. I don't know why you wouldn't just, you know, take it to the Pokemon Center, but... Which kind of always struck me kind of funny. But I guess they needed a reason for you to go to Cinnawood. Okay, I'm gonna buy more Pokeballs. Or Great Balls, anyway. I'm all about catching them. Okay, we're gonna heal up. And then I think I'm gonna teach Surf to Feraligatr. I think that's really my only option right now. I mean, I don't really want to have a whole bunch of, like, HM Pokemon. So... Surf is a pretty good move for it, anyway. I mean, I would prefer to have it, like, Waterfall, but it doesn't learn it in this gen. So... Okay, Surf. Okay, we already got Strength. And what's over here? Although you can't see it from here, Cinnawood is across the sea. Okay, we do have Rock Smash. Should I check the Rock Smashes? See what Pokemon are under them? Sometimes they're crabby. I think you can also get Shuckle too. But Shuckle you can get in Cinnawood anyway. Let's just see here. Olivine City. So if we were doing Surf, we'll find Tentacool and Tentacruel. Old Rod is Magikarp and Krabby. Good Rod is Corsola, which we need. Staryu at night. And then what about the Rock Smash? Okay. I think Rock Smash is just Krabby. Maybe? Wow. That actually did a lot of damage. But there was a Leer before that, so... I don't even know why I'm fighting it right now. We're supposed to be going to Cinnawood. Let's heal up quick for a minute. I shouldn't have done that, but my bad. And we're going to try to battle as many trainers as we can along the way. So if there's a lot of trainers, we're going to be doing those battles. Level 20. Yeah, we are gonna swap for sure. Let's go to Crocona. Oh, we should have also tried that box thing, shouldn't we? I should actually try that on stream. Honestly. Has anybody in here actually done the item clone through the PC before? I think that's what they call it. The item glitch? I kind of want to try it. I'm not going to lie, I really want to try that. Just going to save here fast for a moment. And I'm going to back up my game save using the GB01 sys module. This is a Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance card reader. It lets me extract my game. Okay, so I'm just gonna back it up quick before I try, just in case I lose my game save. I can always put it back. And I'm gonna like triple save here. I know you guys aren't like big into all the technical stuff. I'm a technical kind of guy. I do a lot of that stuff. So I'm going to back it up quick, because I don't want to have to do all this over again. Okay. Cartridge is out. Just to show you here, cartridge goes in like that. And then I plug it into my PC. Now you guys can't see this part. I'm just going to back it up because I just got that feeling. I'm going to try this and something's going to happen. Okay, download save. Pokemon Gold before Cinnawood. Save. Download. Okay, and then I'm just going to check it real fast to make sure that it actually backed up. Give me 1 second here. We're just going to check to make sure I backed it up. Yep. Cool. All right, we are all set to try this glitch to duplicate rare candy in the PC. I've never done it before, but we are going to try it. Now, could I just simply inject rare candy into my game save? Because of the card reader and PK Hex, I probably could. I'm going to do this rare candy thing once, to see if it can be done, because I've never done it before. Someone warned me here in the chat that I could risk losing my game save. That's why I backed it up, okay? If you guys are wondering what we are seeing on the screen here right now, this is the Analog Pocket. Allows us to play our Game Boy cartridges and output to HDMI. Yeah, we're going to try the item dupe. And I've never done it before. So, to my knowledge, we have to give a Pokemon an item. So first of all, we're going to give it rare candy to Mareep. And let's see if I can find the exact instructions on how this is done. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, so in Pokemon Gold, how do I duplicate rare candy through the PC? Give exact steps. I'm using Copilot right now. I have a subscription for Copilot. Okay, let's see what it says. So put the rare candy onto a Pokemon as a held item. Make sure that the Pokemon is in your party. Go to the Pokemon Center and access Bill's PC. Change to an empty box. When asked to save, choose yes. Deposit the Pokemon holding the rare candy into that box. Select Change Box again and choose another box. When the game asks to save, choose yes. Watch for the message, saving, don't turn off the power. As the word power appears on the screen, turn off the Game Boy. Timing is critical. I've never done this. Oh, Bill's PC. Okay. Change the box. Box 5. I have never done this before. Okay. We have deposited Mareep. Up. I hit sleep. That's probably not going to work now. My button was way too quick. Resume game. I probably goofed it up. There is already a save file. Is it okay to overwrite? Yes. Saving, don't turn off the power. I don't think that worked. And it might not work because I'm on the Analog Pocket. Let's turn it back on. Controller's not picking up. There we go. Let's just try it. I don't think I got it, but I think I might have to tap the button and then on the sleep menu quit or power off. We'll see. Okay, so obviously that did not work. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Change the box. I'm determined to get this. Okay, we're putting it into box 5. This is the first time that we can actually do this. No, we're going to change it back to Sorry, we did that to 6. We're going to go back to 5. Saving, don't turn off the power. So I hit sleep. There was no sound. I'm going to hit my power button again. I'm going to quit the game. Confirm. Okay. We are going to open and play the cartridge here again. Let's take a look. Nope. Mareep is not in... I think it's the analog pocket. Let me just try it here again. Let's go to box 6. I'm going to try this on actual hardware here in a minute. Just to see if I can do it. Okay. So I'm going to save. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see what I'm doing. And that's okay for now. But if it works, I'll show you. So, first things first. Game Boy Color. If I can duplicate one rare candy, I'm just going to inject a bunch of rare candy into my game after that. I have to be able to dupe it once, and then I will openly add rare candy to the game. Okay. So we're loading up the Game Boy Color, as you can see. Continue. Continue. Okay. So, first thing we need to do, Bill's PC. Change box. Box 5. Saving, don't turn off the power. Okay. Deposit. Mareep. Change box. Switch. When you change the box, data will be saved. Okay, yes. There's already a save file in it. Overwrite, yes. Saving, don't turn off the power. So I turned it off right as it went POW. I'm turning it back on. Let's take a look to see if it actually duplicated. Oh. Mareep is in my party. No freaking way. Guys. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is amazing. Okay. I have never, ever done this before. I didn't even know this was a thing until like 2 nights ago. I'm going to show you here. This is pretty freaking incredible. So here's Mareep, right? Rare candy attached. Bill's PC. Withdraw. Mareep. The exact same Mareep is in the PC. With great power comes great responsibility. I never knew about this. Out of all the years that I played Gen 2, I never knew. So, here's the question. Okay. Now that I'm capable of duplicating items in Gen 2, I'm thinking I'm going to get a bunch of rare candy put into this game. Now, is there anyone here against that? Out of curiosity. First things first, I don't think it's illegal for me to do this. Is it legit? I mean, I'm using the game itself, right? So the fact that we have a Mareep here with a rare candy, I think it is okay for me to do this. And I think I'm only going to do it for rare candy. Okay, so first off, I've got 2 different Pokemon. This is a tough call. I'm going to put these into my PC for now. I don't know. I think the item duping for rare candy is fair. That's what I think. That's true. That is true. Okay, so we've got that done. So we were able to duplicate that, no problem. So I am going to inject some rare candy into the PC for now. Okay. Will we use them? We'll see. But the fact that we can do it, that's a huge thing to me. I didn't even know you could do it. And it's actually kind of funny, the timing of this, because Austin John also updated a video today where he showed how to manipulate Fire Red and Leaf Green to get multiple rare candies. So, I mean, if he's talking about it, it's probably okay for me to do it, right? Okay. Pick a file. Gold version. Duplicate. Rare candy. I'm just backing up my save here again. Just give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. File, export, save, and yes. Okay, I'm going to upload that. Okay. Okay, cool. So, because I was actually able to duplicate the rare candy, I'm not going to sit here and spend hours duplicating rare candy, okay? So, to let you guys know what I did, okay, I deposited the rare candy into the PC, and I exported it using the sys module, and I increased the number of rare candy that I have in the PC. Okay? So right now, as it is, we now have rare candy to evolve some of our Pokemon. So let's take a look. So I put about 400, 500 rare candy in there. So let's just take a look at our Pokemon. Pidgeotto, Magmar, yes, Marie. By a million. No, I only did about 500. So this is going to help me get some of these Pokemon to evolve. And the Pokemon in the PC. But that's all I did. Okay? Right? Right. So for Marie, I'm going to put it to about what Magmar and Scizor are. So the biggest thing was to legitly show that I could duplicate the candy. Now I can use the candy without sitting here for X many hours. Okay, 17. Okay. Now, we are going to go across to Cinnawood. And I just want to make sure that I still have Swagger. I do. So my game save is good. And now I don't feel bad one bit. Okay, we battled him. And we're going to try to capture some Pokemon along the way. Oh, we already have Tentacool. We need Tentacruel. Of course I can't escape. I bet you I get poisoned. Yep. You can laugh at me, Emily. You can laugh at me now. Probably can't swap with that, right? Can. And the reason I say that Emily can laugh at me is because I never have anything to heal like any of my statuses. You are. I'm sure you are. That's paralysis, paralyze, heal. Nothing. Nothing for poison. My poor Marie. Okay. We're just gonna keep going. Are you going to Cinnawood? How about a quick battle first? I mean, I did have a Paralyze heal, and I did have a Paralyze Cure Berry. Paralysis Cure Berry. So, I mean, technically I had something, just not for the right status. I'll try to justify it any way I can. It's really quite incredible that I never learned you could duplicate items in Gen 2. Out of 30 years, I never knew I could do that. Curse you, Tentacool. I'm gonna have to get some more water here at some point. Route 40. Yes, this is the right route. Maybe dupe some antidotes next time? Ooh, sick burn. Unfortunately for me, I do not have a burn heal. Blaine's like, ha! I told you to pack it. Yeah, no burn heals here. Emily got away with that sick burn. Ooh, Thunderwave. Yes, please. I have like nothing. I know. I only have a paralyzed heal. Oh, 100%. Everything goes to Pokeballs. Because we're trying to capture Pokemon. And now I can actually swap my teams around, which is good. I wonder if there's an update for the Analog Pocket that when I click the power button, it just shuts off. That would be cool. Instead of like all these alternative menus, because I think the game still plays in the background. That's probably why it didn't work on anything other than like original hardware. Ooh, paralysis. Very nice. Okay, level 18. Trying to learn False Swipe. Yes. We're going to take out Leer. That is the move that I wanted Scizor for. What's it gonna be? Tentacruel. We do want this. That's for sure. Magmar is not the right Pokemon for this. There's also supposed to be Mantine around. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for Mantine. I'm gonna catch a Mantine, call it Emily. That's a really old, like Mantine is a really old joke from like years ago. So I don't even remember who started the Mantine joke. I don't even remember what the Mantine joke is. Just there was a lot of Mantine. A lot of Mantine jokes. And then I remember someone like photoshopped me like riding a Mantine. Do you not remember the Mantine jokes? They used to like go wild on like the streams and stuff when I did like Alola. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Corey loves Mantine. Might have been during the like Angel Cup days or something. When I created like my own battle format. You're better than a Mantine. Okay. Maybe I'll catch it and call it Fire Taco. Because if I do remember correctly, Fire Taco started all that stuff. No Great Ball catch, eh? There we go. Oh, that's the Whirl Islands. We're not quite ready for Whirl Islands yet. Magmar is not the right choice for this. I think I'll just stay in. Yeah, everyone we come across, we're gonna battle. Though I do need to find Mantine. Okay, so we are at Cinnawood. Okay, we got the secret potion. And I got to deposit a Pokemon. So I'm going to deposit Mareep for a minute, or Flaffy. And then we're going to go get Shuckle. I'm in shock. A guy about your age with piercing eyes and long hair came in. He scared me into giving him my prized Pokemon. I still have one left, but what if he comes back? You look strong. Could you look after my Pokemon for a while? Take good care of it, please. You have received a Pokemon. And we got Shucky. Now, he does have a berry juice. And that is the last time he's going to see Shucky. Realistically, I should breed Shucky and then give Shucky back. Okay. So, let's bring some Pokemon up to level here. I already did this. Shuckle is greater than Flaffy. That's very true. But we're not going to have Flaffy for too long. We're just going to level some of these up to match our current team. I might keep them a few levels under. Cotton Spore. Gonna get rid of Growl. Just gonna do a little bit of leveling. And then we'll go to Cinnawood's gym. The great thing now is that you guys won't see me grind any more Pokemon. Not in this playthrough, anyway. You will see me do it in other games. Like, for example, I don't think there's a method in Diamond and Pearl or anything. That I know of anyway. Unless someone else does. Again, we're just leveling up a little bit. We're going to match our current team. And then I have to teach a Pokemon Strength. Okay. Let's go Strength. I'm going to give it to Muscle. That's a hard one. Let's see here. Low kick does 50. Seismic toss. I think that does a set amount. I think it always does 100 damage. So I think we'll keep seismic toss. Karate chop does 50. So let's get rid of low kick. Wait. No, karate chop. A normal type attack. Normal type. Okay, so that's not what I... Am I in the Gen 1 or 2 dex right now? That's a Gen 1 dex. Where's a Gen 2 dex? Where are we here? Fighting, there we go. Machamp, okay. Low kick does 50. Karate chop. Okay, so karate chop, a fighting type attack, often turns into a critical hit and inflicts double the damage. So we obviously want to keep karate chop. So let's take out low kick. Okay, so we got strength. Okay, before we do this, I just have to take a quick moment to go grab some more water and quickly use the restroom, and then I will be back in a moment, okay? Okay, thank you very much for your patience. Now, what Pokemon do we have here at the beginning of our party? Okay, gonna try the Gust attack here. Okay, if we do have to back out at some point, we will to go heal. Hitmonchan kind of looks pink there, doesn't it? Oh, the Ice Punch. Oh yeah, we'll have to go heal at some point. That's shocking. Who do we want? Probably Scizor is not the best Pokemon to put there. Let's go Croconaw. Words are useless. Let your fists do the talking. Terrible advice. Terrible advice, Game Freak. Okay, that should finish off the Machoke. Okay, after this guy, we're going to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. And then we'll go up against Chuck. I think it's Chuck. Okay, let's see if we can get this Mankey out of here. Cool. Primeape. Ooh, Rage. That's not going to do much. Ooh. Okay, let's go to Magmar. Let's go for the Fire Punch. Okay, back to the Pokemon Center. Okay, we're going to move the boulders. And we're going to save in front of Chuck. Wahahaha! So you've come this far. Let me tell you, I'm tough. My Pokemon will crush stones and shatter bones. Watch this. Ugh. Ugh. There. Scared now, are you? What? It has nothing to do with Pokemon. That's true. Come on, we shall do battle. Okay, up against Leader Chuck. He's going to send out his Primeape. Okay, let's get this last gust. His Poliwrath is always the worst. I find, anyway. About to use Poliwrath. We're going to stay in. Let's go for the Gust. Now it is dual typed. Okay, Pidgeotto's down. Let's go to Flaffy. And we're gonna Thunder Wave. Oh, Cotton Spore failed. Going to be confused as well. Poor Flaffy. Okay, let's go to Muscle. Okay, and there we have it. We have now defeated Chuck. What? Huh? I lost. How about that? You're worthy of the Storm Badge. And we got $3,000, not 30,000. Imagine. That would be a decent down payment. Up to level 70 will obey, even traded ones. It also lets your Pokemon use Fly when you're not in a battle. Here, take this too. Pretty sure this is Dynamic Punch. That is Dynamic Punch. It doesn't always hit, but when it does, it causes confusion. Okay, let's get Fly. And then we actually have to try to get Corsola and Mantine while we're here. So we're going to go heal up, and we're going to try to capture 2 Pokemon, and then we'll go back and get Flaffy, or Amphy, fixed up. Corey, you won. I could tell by looking at you. Could you now? Okay, let's see here. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a low percentage for Corsola. Take a look here. It's Staryu right now because it's night. So it's 10% for Staryu. So we're going to have to capture Staryu first. Krabby's 55, Magikarp is 35. There we are. There's Staryu. Okay, we're gonna have to use Scizor then. Okay. What's this gonna be? We're doing a little bit of fishing. I thought it was going to be Staryu for a minute. Okay. No Staryu. Wonder if I had a super rod, I wonder if it would be better. There we go. Staryu. Okay, let's go for the Thunder Wave. And let's go Scizor. Okay, we got ourselves Staryu. Okay, I'm going to save here for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to reset the time of day. I think. Though, if I go out and I start surfing, I can try to find that Mantine. Let's see if we can find Mantine first. So Mantine is a 10% chance Pokemon. It's also apparently version exclusive. Okay, let's just double check to make sure we're on Route 41. Yeah. Okay, that's 30%. No Mantine yet. It's only 10%. There we go. Emily, your good luck. That pretty much settles it. I'm gonna have to call this thing Emily. JK, I'm not, obviously, but... Okay, then after we get Mantine, we're gonna have to set the date and time back to, I think it was morning, so we can get Corsola. Don't I dare? JK. I wouldn't do that to you. Now, I don't know what the catch rate is of this, but I'm hoping. So close, too. Yes! Yes, there is a Remoraid with Mantine. Because... well, in the old game, okay, Remoraid was just there. No one knew why, okay? But in Diamond and Pearl, they created a pre-evolution for Mantine called Mantike. And in order to evolve Mantike into Mantine, you also had to have a Remoraid in your party. But Remoraid actually evolves into Octillery. Fun little facts. Holy moly. What is the catch rate of this thing? 25. 25%, or not even percent, 25 catch rate out of 255. Why is it so low? What? I'm going to go through all my Pokeballs. We're going to end up having to go back to Olivine before we actually catch this, I think. Oh! Right on. Okay, Mantine. As it majestically swims, it doesn't care if Remoraid attached to it for scavenging its leftovers. That was just to get Emily going. JK, JK. I just did it just as a joke. Okay, how much money do we have? 5513. Okay, 5513 for our... Oh, where is it here? 5513 for money. 43387. We're going to reset our clock. All in good fun. Okay, just give me 1 second here. We are going to reset our clock on our game. ID number and 5513. Our password. Okay. We are just changing it today so we can get Corsola. Reset the clock. I hit the wrong button. Yes. 9, 7, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. I just reset the time and the day. So we're now in the morning. There was no way I was going to sit there and wait till morning. I wasn't actually going to name it there, Emily. Now, I think there's a spot in this Cinnawood that utilizes the Game Boy printer. I think. There's Corsola. I like Corsola. It's a cool Pokemon. Let's go to Scizor. Now the catch rate of this one, 60. Oh. It's got recover capabilities. Interesting. Kind of wish I had a lure ball right now, because I feel like this one's going to be a problem Pokemon. Why is this one not going in the ball? Sweet. Okay, we got ourselves a Corsola, which means now we can move on. Now, I'm kind of curious, now that I'm here. Cinnawood Photo Studio. Take a snapshot as a keepsake. You have magnificent Pokemon with you. How about a photo? Which Pokemon? Let's go Crocona. Alrighty. Hold still. Oh. Cool. I have something for this. Okay, so the previous Game Boy links that I was showing were prototypes. These ones, okay, these ones here, these are the V2s that are for sale. You can tell by the little logo underneath. So what I'm going to do, there is a way to emulate the Game Boy printer with this GB Link. Now this is such a weird little niche feature, but I'm going to try it out here. So I've just plugged it into my PC, as you can see here. It's got the little light on. Which do I prefer, Corsola or Cursola? I think Corsola. Corsola just is cooler. Why is that not going in there? There we go. Okay, so I just connected the GB Link to my PC. I'm going to open up a brand new browser here. Just give me 1 second. No compatible devices found. What? I just want to try this little feature here because... Just give me 1 second. I got to close all my browsers for a minute. Now, why is that not found? Try something here. Just give me 1 quick second. Oh, what cable is that? Weird. Okay. I've got so many USB-C cables around here. Sometimes they all work, sometimes they don't. What is going on here? Really weird. Weird. That is not picking up any of my GB links. I have to try this. I have to try this because I said to myself I would when I got to this area. Just give me 1 second. Just need to find the right USB-C cable for this. So this is the first time I'm doing anything with the GB Link Live. And I got to figure out why that's not picking up. Should just be plug and play. Let's see if it picks up now. There we go. All right. Give me 1 second to get back into the chat there for you. I'm going to show you guys something cool. I don't know if anybody cares about the Game Boy printer or not. It might just be me. So the Game Boy printer, it was a device that connected up through the link cable port. and it allowed you to print off of like receipt paper. So we are going to go to the GB Link site. Now I just gotta window capture. Okay, so right now we are on the GB Link website. Okay, so on the GB Link site, we can go down to Game Boy Printer. And if we connect our GB Link, so right now this is connecting. So I have to try this. So on the Game Boy, we are going to click onto this. We're going to do this again. And what this is going to do, this is going to emulate the Game Boy printer and show us what's going to print off here. Printer error. Check the Game Boy printer manual. Why did that not work? Do I not have the latest firmware? Let's see. Why? Yeah, so there was an update to them. But it should just be working. This is something that I really wanted to try. Requires 2.2.0, which I'm pretty sure I did. There we go. Connect. Let's try it. Oh, printer error 2. Check the Game Boy printer manual. Press B to cancel. Okay, I'm going to save here for a minute. Pokémon Bank isn't available in the Nintendo eShop for 3DS. That's because the eShop was taken down a while ago. The only means of you getting Pokémon Bank now is if you have custom firmware on your 3DS. And you'd have to install the game through FBI. Come on, turn on analog. I just quickly rebooted the console. This should work. I printed off my diploma in Pokemon Red like this. But I really wanted to see this feature. Because I've never been able to witness this one yet. Nope. Okay. I'm just going to get a quick screenshot here. Because this should be working. Give me 1 second here. I just need to grab some logs here for this. This is a live testing right this second. Oh. I probably have to update my firmware. Okay, well that's easy. I can do that here. There was an easy way to update it on their home page. Looks like that is no longer an option. Looks like there was a bunch of updates to the site today. Excuse me. Because the site used to update telling you the firmware. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to update here real quick because I'm that kind of person. Only takes 2 seconds to update it. Okay, GB link's now detected. Perfect. Connect. There we go. I had to do an update. So we're going to finally see what this actually does. So right now, it is sending the Game Boy printer data over to the browser. So I've got the first image. And it actually prints off the data of the Pokemon. That is super cool. I have never seen this before. Ever. If that is interesting to anybody at all, that's pretty interesting to me. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to save that. Ha! That's pretty frickin' wild, guys. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but for years I always wondered what this printer option does. And it basically prints off a copy of your current Pokemon that you've selected. It gives you all the stats and the information on them. Isn't that pretty cool? That's pretty cool. Now the other cool thing I've noticed is if you go to the Pokemon Center and you go to the box, so for box number 1, if I want to print, how do I do that now? How do I reset this? Let's go back to Game Boy Printer, connect, and print. So right now, this is going to print an image of all the Pokemon we have in box 1. And again, this is using the Game Boy Link V2. So I actually have 2 of them here. So this is a Game Boy Link V2. So this is a device that connects to your link cable port on your Game Boy Color, your Game Boy Pocket, your Game Boy Advanced. And essentially it connects to your PC, lets you battle, trade, and apparently Game Boy print. So that's pretty cool. So Gen 1 stuff is implemented now. There's going to be like a web GUI for the Gen 1. But this is really cool. So, sorry. So the Game Boy printer, if we take a look here, and we zoom in, it tells us all the Pokemon we have in box 1. So Aipom, Goldeen, Tentacool, Magikarp, Wooper, Hoppip, Unknown, Bellsprout, Hoot Hoot, all these Pokemon. And you can see the Celebi. Celebi is there too. That's really neat. So if we had the little Game Boy printer, this would actually print out on paper for us. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I wanted to test. I've never been able to see these features, and I just thought about it when we saw the photo lab, and I'm like, I have to test this. And you know, it's funny. Starlark is going to be pretty happy with that. I'm just letting him know. Cool. Okay, so we are able to officially move on. I'm sorry, guys. That took a long time, but I have not tested that feature with the Gen 2. Had to do it. We're going to save here. Okay, let's take a look where we're at here. We're going to heal up. Let's fly back to Olivine City. Now, we're going to teach Fly to Pidgeotto. Are you still here there, Andrew? Please tell me you have custom firmware. Okay, we have learned Fly. So let's fly back. Okay, we gotta go give Amphi his medicine, and that will force Jasmine back to her gym. Okay, here we go. Medicine back to Amphi. I'm just talking to Starlark about the GB Link as well while we're playing. So the whole updating of the firmware thing, there was like an issue with like Windows and like Chrome and stuff. And I guess that was fixed in like one of the other builds. So by updating to 2.2.3 with the GB Link, it was like perfectly fine. Okay, what Pokemon do we have here to take on Jasmine? Okay, I'm just double checking to make sure I don't have to downgrade that firmware to that GB Link. Just gonna plug that here. That's it. Yep. So again, I was using a GB Link to do that printer stuff. Just to show you here, this is the GB Link V2. I've got all the toys, guys. All the toys. I do want to try the Gen 1 and 2 trading over the internet. And I also want to try the battling capability, but I'll have to try that out tomorrow. I'm not going to get into that tonight. Steelix. Oh my. Let's go for another Ember. So we are up against Jasmine, Steel-type Gym Leader. Luckily for us, we did get a burn off onto the Steelix. Okay, we are going to swap here. We're going to go out to Crocona, which I think is kind of odd. I haven't actually got for Alligator yet. Okay, let's go for the Surf. there we go. Wants to use Magnemite. We will swap back to Magmar. Okay, guys, if you got the if you guys are looking for the GB link, the link for the GB link is in the description below. They currently have a page up right now that are taking pre-orders, essentially. So I would highly recommend to take a look at that. We can get Gen 1 and Gen 2 Wi-Fi battling working fully on original hardware. So that would be great considering the fact that Pokémon Bank is shutting down. That way we can keep things going back and forth between actual Gen 1, Gen 2 players. Same thing with Gen 3. Gen 3 is also available to do stuff with on the GB link as well, so highly recommend to take a look at it. Ooh, sweet! Yes, for Alligator. Finally. And again, the only reason why I am pushing the GB link for you guys is because it is an important device for game communication and preservation, for sure. But I'm not paid in any way, okay? This is a personal opinion. It works very flawlessly. Highly recommend it. And I also wouldn't be pushing these devices if I didn't believe in them. If I don't believe in a product, I don't try to suggest it to anybody. Okay, so we've already got all these Pokemon in this area for now. Let's go back to Ecruteak City. Now, we have not awoken the legendary beasts, okay? And there is a reason for that. I'm not doing it until I have the Master Ball. So when we actually do get the Master Ball, I'm going to duplicate that. Okay, let's take a look at our Pokemon here. So right now, we've got a lot of different Pokemon. I feel like I'm going to deposit Machamp, I think. What box are we in? And I'm going to grab some new Pokemon. Let's deposit Magmar. Muscle. We're going to keep the 4 that we've got. Okay, there's Coughing. Ironically. Let's see here. Pineco. Pineco would be a cool Pokemon to have for a little while. I'm not really ready to get into EV Evolutions yet. Let's just change the box back to box number 1. Okay, let's evolve some Pokemon, because I feel like we need to evolve some stuff. I guess we don't really need Tentacool. Magikarp we're going to get. Wooper. Hoppip. Oh, I can't get Hoppip yet. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of leveling up here. Just so that way we can get some Dex completion. And then we will continue on. Now, Goldeen, let me just double check here. I'm trying to think of what levels that evolves at. Gen 2 decks. I might end up having to stop streaming here soon. My voice is cutting in and out. Level 33 for Goldeen. $14. $15. Horn attack, okay. So we ended up duplicating our rare candy by the PC. So we're just going to use it to get our decks raised up here just a little bit more than what we were at before. And just to show you guys, we have been streaming for about 3 hours here now. So we are actually on track. Okay, level 28. So it evolves at level 33. Wooper. What level does Wooper evolve? Level 20. Perfect. We're going to evolve Wooper here too. I'll probably keep Goldeen, maybe. Or maybe I should just evolve it and just get it out of the way. I can't foresee me using Goldeen much. Okay, one more level. We got ourselves a Quagsire. Oh, shoot. I'm over here mashing buttons like there's no tomorrow. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves Quagsire. I am going to evolve Goldeen while we're at it. Should also probably evolve Flaffy. I might use Seaking. Seaking can do Waterfall. Okay, I think it's 30 for Flaffy. Okay, let's grab some more Pokemon. We're going to deposit Seaking, Quagsire, we're going to grab Hoppip, Spin a rack, I guess. Now, Hoppip. I'm not sure exactly the levels for that. But I think it evolves before level 30 to Jump Love. I think. Now, if anybody out there has an old Game Boy printer they don't want, hook me up. Okay, level 18. We're gonna get ourselves Skiploom. Yeah, I think it's level 30 or 31 for Jump Bluff. I'm gonna have to grab some more candy out of my PC here. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're just going through and evolving some of our Pokemon. Oh, 27. 27. That's a weird one. That's a cool Pokemon. It's a good tune. You get tired of hearing the Pokemon Center every now and then. I think it's 14. Nope. I thought it might be. $18. 19, 20, 21. Wow, okay. Go, Spinnerack, go. Level 22. Okay, let's get some more Pokemon. I've got a plan for Zubat, so we're going to leave Zubat alone. Let's go Ghastly, I guess. So we're just leveling them up. That's all we're doing. Trying to get our decks filled up here. That is the goal of the challenge. Try to go through, find all the Pokemon, catch them all, level them up. Now, if I can get rare candy in the earlier games to help me with this process, I say all for it. I'm having fun just playing through the game, to be honest. And then when we get Gen 3, I probably won't do the rare candy Ace. I don't think I'm going to do Ace. With this one here wasn't really a hack. It was more of, I shut the console off at the right time, duplicated the item kind of thing. But I would have sat and grinded all these Pokemon. So I don't really feel bad for doing this. It's just going to save us time when we get to later generations. That's the way I see it anyway. Plus, I'm also evolving by link cable too, so that's not really that bad. So if you guys don't know how to duplicate your item in Generation 2, I'm going to give you guys the steps in the chat. Just got to find where I had them here. Here at one point. Okay, I'm gonna pop it in. Yep, wrong button. That not copy. Okay, so those are the exact steps that I did to duplicate the rare candy in Gen 2. Just in case anybody didn't know or they missed. That's kind of a big deal. It's a big deal for me. I didn't even know I could do it until a couple days ago. So. Okay, once I finish up with Ghastly, we'll grab a couple Pokemon and we'll start heading our way to Mahogany. We're just trying to tackle a few of these Pokemon before we get too far, that's all. And Noctowl is one of my favorite pokes, but for some reason, I got stuck with Pidgeotto this run. So maybe in Silver or Crystal when I play it, we'll get Hoot Hoot or Noctowl onto the team. I think we're going to keep Mean Look. I think we are going to take out Lick for Nightshade. 24. We're going to get Haunter here. And while I am at it, we might as well evolve that to Gengar while we're here. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I did not expect that to happen. Unfortunately, my microphone does not have a mute button on the physical device. It's all software controlled. So I apologize you guys heard that. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs and evolve by link cable. So just to show you guys, we are doing the trade with a Game Boy Color. We are playing on an analog pocket. Okay, there's Haunter, trade. Okay. And then all we have to do is to trade back. Trade back. Trade back. Sorry guys, I had been sick today. Everything with me is all messed up. Okay, there we go. Getting the Gengar back. Okay, and cancel trade. Okay. So we're going to save up here. I'm not going to lie, I kind of want Gengar to be on the team. I don't like Curse, though. I do like the mean look. So I think I'll deposit... Let's see here. We're going to deposit Noctowl. The only downside is that I do want to have Pokemon with me that do evolve as we play. Probably deposit Ampharos, maybe? We still have Pidgeotto that has to evolve. What else is in here? Let's change the box to 2. Abra, Krabby. Krabby would be cool. Let's take... What do we got here? Geodude. I should have done should have did the Geodude. Slowpoke, perhaps. Let's withdraw Slowpoke. Change the box again. I'm not going to evolve all the Pokemon while we're playing. I did a few. Coughing would be kind of a cool Pokemon to use. I don't think I've really ever used Coughing for anything. We are going to level them up a little bit because they are a little bit under-leveled. But I'm going to carry the Gengar with me this time because I really would like that Gengar. I'm not going to give it Shadow Ball, though. Although, I should probably hold on to Gengar. We'll do Slowpoke and Coughing. We have Scizor to, like, weaken Pokemon, so... That's the thing. Again, I'm just leveling them up so they catch up. And I know both these Pokemon don't evolve at very early levels, so... Let's take a Growl. Yeah, I think I'll deposit Gengar and grab one more Pokemon. I don't like self-destruct. Six, 27. I think 27's fine. Do one more. Okay, let's swap Gengar out. Obviously, Gengar, I think, is... I should have just kept it Haunter for a little bit, but that's alright. We'll deposit Gengar. Pineco, I think, evolves really early. As a bug does. Change box to box 4. Can't remember what's in box 4. Withdraw. Farfetch, Tauros, Raticate, Yanma, Snubble. There we go. That's good Pokemon. I don't know what level Snubble evolves at though, so let's just take a quick peek. Because I haven't used Snubble in years. This is a Gen 2. Oh, that evolves really early on. Shoot. I was kind of hoping to have Snubble for a while. Maybe what I'll do is I'll train it up from level 16 for a bit. I'd like to have Snubble in the team for a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can buy some Pokeballs. Haven't found Meryl yet. That's really odd. Oh, it's almost midnight. I didn't realize the time. Meryl's in that cave, isn't it? I feel like it is. It's just a hunch. Let's double check. I can't remember where Meryl is. So, where are we at right now? $42 for gold. I guess Mankey's on this route, which I need to get. I need to get a Pokemon with Cut. Meryl is in Crystal here, but it's not one of the Pokemon that are available. Mount Mortar. Yeah, Meryl's in there, I think. Gold, 1%. Machop is 20. I don't know how I knew, but I have not... I don't think I've ever gotten Meryl in this spot. There must be another spot to get Meryl. Meryl is only 1%. Zubat obviously is 60. Rattata is 14%. Geodude apparently was 5, which I find is kind of interesting. I think there's also Hitmontop in here too, or Tyrogue, right? You get Tyrogue in here? Not this one, no. Okay, it's a different cave. Trying to remember all the things after so many years, right? Ooh, decided to attack. That's right. You're gonna leave my little Snubble alone. Might actually have to attack here. Still can't escape. Did he mean look? I don't remember if there was a mean look. There we go. Come on, Meryl. 1% chance. I might have to switch to a different Pokemon. I don't know, guys. I think what I might do... I think I'm gonna maybe pause outside this cave. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up saving for the night. And get some sleep. I didn't really sleep anything great last night. I've been up sick all night and throughout the day, so... I might actually go to bed and get some sleep. But I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of my vacation. So, if everything's good tomorrow, I should be streaming in the afternoon and streaming into the evening. So we're going to continue on from here tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and get the badge from Price. And we'll also get the Lake of Rage done, Team Rocket's base. And see if we can catch this Meryl tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up, post your comments. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.